What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the channel. It's Dr. Tyler here. My last name is pronounced Big and Ho. A lot of people have been asking. Yes, my mom was born in Jakarta. I'm half Indonesian, half German. My last name is pronounced Big and Ho. We got a really cool video for you today. Well, I guess not that cool. This lady got hit by a trash truck. Like, imagine that. Imagine you're in your car and you get T-boned by a trash truck. That doesn't happen, right? Like, the garbage truck. That thing that it takes. Okay, hope you enjoy. Like and subscribe. You're awesome. You got hit by a trash truck.
Yes, I did.
Like the big blue.
Well, this one was white and green. But yes, a big trash truck ran a red light and hit me. And I wasn't the first car. It was the second car at the light. A whole car went before me. And this truck didn't stop and hit me. Yeah. So the trash truck hit me, but he didn't stop. He apparently just kept going. And I thought he was going to stop because, you know, when you're driving, you're looking both ways, and didn't stop. And I saw, so I tensed up very, bad.
Yeah.
And luckily I was able to move enough so I wasn't going to get T-boned completely because I had my coworker with me. So It hit the passenger's door and the tire and everything on the side.
Did you feel any immediate pain?
Not right away. I was more in shock than anything because I really braced up and to stop myself from hitting the steering wheel and to press the brake as far as I could. So like my right side is been ever since then not the same anymore. Like my hips are off. The way I walk sometimes it hurts, or sitting for long periods of time. It just has been not the same at all.
Okay. And then you started having pain where? Like later on?
More down my right side,
okay.
Down my right leg all the way down, and my, I guess you would say my hips and my tailbone from sitting, and then
and you got an MRI, and there's no disc?
They said it's probably a little bit, but there's not enough to show to do anything, so I just got, I think it was called like an SI joint shot or something. That was basically it, but no surgery on that area. My wrist, I might have a little bit of not nerve damage, but probably a little bit because
Were you on the steering wheel?
Yes, I went like that. So they said that I get pain, but they said surgery might help, might not.
No, don't.
But I'm like, it does hurt a lot in that area after some time. And they said that there was nothing else they could do. So I've done physical therapy, I've done chiropractor, and nothing has changed since then.
They didn't want to do a shot?
No, they didn't. Well, they didn't, suggest a shot on my wrist.
Yeah.
And it does swell up sometimes, and sometimes they gave me, of course, pain pills and stuff, but I don't really like to do all that.
Let's see here.
Oh yeah.
Did I find it?
Yeah.
These muscles attach into here.
Okay.
So it would make sense that these are really tight in here. What do you do for work?
I work for a school district. I'm a behavior therapist. So I do typing reports, and I do drive site to site. So that's how I ended up in here in the first place.
Is it like high schools or?
I do elementary all the way to high school.
Seems like you need to get adjusted. Oh, what is that?
I wanted to. I've been waiting to.
Headaches?
I do get some headaches after the accidents. I did get some for quite a bit. They probably after the year, a little bit went away, but I do get now migraines every so often that I never used to get before.
So this is what a bad car accident does. It's been a year.
Yes, and I feel like...
And you're still trying to get the right treatment.
Yes.
That's a rock. That's what we call a rock.
I wouldn't doubt it. It's been a frustrating year, I'm not going to lie.
That sucks that you were on the job. Because if you just went through car insurance, it would be so much easier.
Exactly. That's what I keep hearing. Because, for example, I would have one appointment and then they would approve chiropractor to go see, but then I wouldn't be able to go see them until a month and a half, maybe even 2 months because of the approvals, the process, and everything. So it just would delay. So I'd be sitting there in pain for a month or two before anything could get done.
And you're waiting for people to call you back.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hate to say it's so slow and horrible.
It is. You don't have to hate to say that. That's just how it is.
It's just been, you try to go with an open mindset and say like, it's going to be different. No, it's not.
Okay, let's try to release these shoulder blades. Go ahead and lay on your back, face up. And if it's more comfortable, you can keep your knees bent. Give me a hug, leave your head on the table. Nice and loose with the grip. Good. And nice and relaxed in the shoulder. Good. And come on down with me. Good. Okay, I'm gonna poke around down near your tailbone, okay?
Okay.
So it's really jammed in this low back. Feeling the sacrum. It's hard to get a good read on it, but all these segments from here down are just kind of all moving the same. They're all stuck together. I can't really separate them. Was this okay on your chin?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And just relax the neck. Good. One more. Good. I need to loosen up all these muscles before I can kind of get a good read on everything. So this is the fun part. A little torture. Sometimes when I want to get weird with this, I just do little circles. The patient loves it. You can kind of go as hard as you want on these students. Just make sure they're not aching in pain, screaming. It should start to loosen up. It's good. Okay, so when I pull down, does it feel good, bad, or nothing?
It feels good.
Okay, so pulling down feels good. It's just another sign that those things need to be pulled apart. They're too jammed. Lift here, down, lift, down. Does that feel good, bad, or just weird?
It doesn't feel like anything except the cushions in there.
Okay. Do these feel even? Okay. So, doesn't feel good, doesn't feel bad. If it felt good, we would be thinking disc. If it felt bad, we would be thinking like a really acute sprain. Like a ligament that's like torn or something like that. The fact that she doesn't feel anything, we're just gonna leave it. We're just gonna leave it here. Kind of rules both of those out. This is a year-old injury. She probably did sprain some of the ligaments in here, but those have healed, but probably not in the right way. We're gonna get in there and see if there's any scar tissue. Okay, first we're gonna get right on the inside of the SI joint. Can I roll this down? Okay. So we're feeling the PSIS, and then we go right on the inside, and we go right in there. So again, this is literally just, I need to reset everything before I do any adjustments, just so I can get the right read. Feels like little pieces of bacon. Like everything feels smooth, and then it's like a little piece of bacon right there. And then that's when she's like, oh, so probably a little bit of scar tissue. Scar tissue is literally just your body's way of patching up injuries. But you can think of it as it's like a glue gun. It has a glue gun, and it just like sprays at it, to patch it up. So even though you need just a little tiny patch, it'll patch the whole thing, thinking that it did a good job. It's like, yeah, I did it. That's why while you're healing, you need to get everything kind of cleared out, all the scar tissue cleared out. That's what a good PT will do. Maybe not a workers' comp PT though.
I don't think so. I would agree with that.
Yep. And then the chiro, they probably just put you on machines.
I just had that pulsating thing.
Yeah.
And that was it.
That's it.
And maybe like a couple stretches.
Yep. When you do workers' comp, you also go to the workers' comp level practitioners. The ones that need that to make money. Okay, right there. Now we get in these muscles. The erectors. They feel kind of guarded, which makes sense. They're scared. They're protective. We can't really prepare for a car accident.
No.
Our bodies aren't prepared for it.
And I think knowing was the worst.
Oh yeah. They always say like if you were drunk, you'd be like fine.
That's what they told me. They're like, you were probably better off not even knowing. I was like, oh.
And it doesn't help, maybe the muscles are still in kind of a constant state of shock and they're just scared. Okay, a little tight. T8, T9. Good. Yeah, that needs to pull apart. So when I push down, good, bad, nothing?
It feels good.
It feels good? Okay. So I'm on the SPs, pushing down. Just kind of, this helps separate some of the segments. And if we think that they're all stuck together, they're all jammed, it would make sense that this would feel good, right? Just pulling all of them apart, separating them, pumping blood in between them. And this is when I would use activator. Again, just separating. Okay, we're gonna do a CT, T1. So all I'm gonna do is bring your head all the way over. Damn.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that crazy? Right there. Good. Beautiful. Nice and cleared up in there. Still feels a little tight in the mid back, even though we adjusted it. So basically, that could mean that these bones are just, too close together. We need to pull them apart. She needs the Y strap. Do some decompression. Now it's a little vibration. And this should feel good because we're moving blood, nutrients around while the bones are kind of off of each other. They're not stuck together. We can get in between. Now, after all that, I should be able to get a good read on where I need to adjust. Right there, 100%. I would say like L5. Look, this way, her whole body's going with the flow. This way, there's nothing at all. And then it'll probably be a sacrum here on the left. Okay, so we're finding it right on the pisiform. And I'm locked out. I'm good. Beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
I know. So we're going right on the sacrum here. Go down with it. Beautiful. That was pretty good. So again, this is the type of adjustment that helps take the bones away from each other, pull them apart, get them to be unstuck. Let me know when you can feel it right down in that like tailbone area. Good. And just try to let your tailbone fall. Good. Lift down. Yeah.
I needed to be here a year ago.
That's the problem I have with the workers' comp, the car accident, Kairos. Like, you need to do this. This is what you need to do. If you got in a car accident and you're just being put on a machine for like 6 months, go somewhere else. Your lawyer is sending you to that person because they make a lot of money together and they're friends. The longer they can keep you there, the more money that they make. Go somewhere else. That's your money. You literally have money. That's yours. And you could say, no, I don't want to go there. I want to go here. And those people will accept you. So just keep that in mind. Sorry, how we doing? Went on a little tangent.
No, you're fine.
Nice big deep breaths, okay?
I have not. I feel like I can't even explain it.
I know. And it just gets better. It just gets better and better. Eventually, once we get all these segments moving independently, AKA she's gonna feel a lot better, a lot looser, she needs to strengthen it all again. So that's when physical therapy or even just going to Pilates is gonna be really good. Once it's like pain-free, that's when we go to Pilates.
Thank you
okay?
so much.
No problem. You did great.
No, thank you.
Thank you.